Hey there, this is Ranjan from WebRagger Tutorials. This is my very first video on jQuery. In this tutorial we will discuss about jQuery and about how to download and install jQuery to actually start working with it. So if we talk about jQuery, well, jQuery is not a language, it is simply a well-written JavaScript code that we can include into our web page and create awesome effects onto our website. The core of the jQuery is JavaScript itself. It is a cross-browser JavaScript code which we can create dynamic effects, and also we can add some animations to our web page. So jQuery actually works on JavaScript library where all the JavaScript code have been already pre-coded to create cross-browser compatible and dynamic web pages. So to get started with jQuery, we will first have to download the jQuery library and include it into our HTML document or the website that we are creating. So to download the standard jQuery library, we will first go to the jQuery official website. So if I open up my browser and show it to you, yes, the official website of jQuery is jQuery.com. So here we got it. Inside jQuery.com, we have got a download tab, a jQuery download tab. So if I click on this download jQuery tab, and if I see here, we have got the two jQuery libraries, jQuery 1.x and jQuery 2.x. So if we talk about the difference between jQuery 1.x and jQuery 2.x, well, there is not pretty much difference between jQuery 1.x and 2.x, but the thing is jQuery 2.x have been a little more enhanced version of jQuery 1.x, but with there is a little problem with jQuery 2.x and it is that jQuery 2.x does not support Internet Explorer 678. So if you really think that the visitors that are visiting onto your website may be using the upper version of Internet Explorer 678, then you can include the jQuery 2.x library. And if you think the visitors that may be visiting to your website are using Internet Explorer 678, then I recommend you to download the jQuery 1.x library. So if we see jQuery 1.x library, here are the two download productions that are available. Download the compressed production and download the uncompressed production of the jQuery library. So if I open up the uncompressed production into the new tab, and here we can see that the whole bunch of JavaScript code has already been done for you. So you don't really need to read out this JavaScript code. We just have to include this JavaScript code into our web page, and we can use this whole lot of source code into our web page later, into our website later. So since we do not really have to read this whole source code, then I would recommend you to download the jQuery compressed production. So if I open up the jQuery compressed production into new tab, so this is the jQuery compressed production. So the difference between the jQuery uncompressed production and the jQuery compressed production is that the jQuery compressed production is a little much shorter, or shorter in sense of memory, or it will take less size as compared to the uncompressed production. So to save this compressed production, I will simply right click and click on save as, and here we got the jQuery 1.11.1.min.js, the minified version of the library. So I can simply rename this to a little shorter name. So I'll rename this to jQuery.1.js, and we can save this library to our desktop. So I'll create a new folder on my desktop, and I'll name this folder as JS folder. And if I open up this JS folder, and I can save this library right here. Okay, so here we have got our jQuery 1.x library. So if I go back and check, this is the JS folder, and inside JS folder we have got our jQuery.1.js library. So okay, our first work have been done, the jQuery library have been downloaded. So if I go back and open up my editor, so this is Sublime Text 2. This is one of my favorite editor that I use to code in HTML or CSS or any other thing. So I'll create a new page, and let me have my basic HTML, and I'll save this page as on my desktop again. And I'll save this page with the name my web page .html. The extension will be HTML. Okay, and we can include our jQuery library in our head tag. So I'll take some script tags here, script, and I'll take another script tag here. So the reason why I'm using two script tags, I'll just show you. So inside the first script tags, I will include the jQuery library that we have just downloaded. So I'll type in src equal to js/jQuery.1.js. JS is the folder name and the jQuery library name, the JavaScript library file name. Okay, so we have got our library here, and in my next script tags that I've just taken, I'll use this script tags to actually code in jQuery. So I'll code here. Okay. So to start with jQuery, to start the basic tags of jQuery, we will use a $sign and rounded brackets, and inside dollar I'll type document dot ready and brackets, and inside ready. So actually let me just show you what this exactly means. So dollar signifies, dollar is a selector, so dollar has selected the document. So whatever I am writing inside these rounded brackets is going to be selected by the jQuery dollar. So dollar is a selector and dollar has selected the document on, and onto this document I have used the method ready the ready method. So this ready method have been already defined in the library that we have included here, and inside the ready round brackets I will type in function brackets and function body, and I'll simply separate it. So this is, you can take it as a jQuery opening tag, and this is the jQuery closing tag. Well, this is the simple thing that you can memorize it. So if we really get into a little more detail what $document.ready function means, so this is simply used, or we can say document.ready function waits for the document to load. So jQuery says that, hey there document, just load yourself first, then I will start my work here. So jQuery will wait for the document to get ready, and after after our document have been ready, then the jQuery can start its work here. So whatever I'm going to type inside the two opening and closing of the jQuery here, and this is going to be executed whenever our document is ready. Okay, so for now I'll simply type here alert, and I'll say okay. So this alert is going to be displayed onto our web page whenever our document have been loaded and the document is ready to execute code. So if I open this into my browser, so yeah, here we got our alert box saying okay. So this alert box signifies that the library that we have included, or we have included the library correctly, and the $document ready function is working correctly. So that's why we have got the alert box. So if mistakenly if I would have typed in the wrong path of the jQuery library, so this is not the correct path of the jQuery library. So if I go back into my browser and if I refresh it again, so see, nothing happens. So jQuery won't work if the jQuery library have not been loaded correctly. So I have to type in the correct path of the jQuery library. So if I go back to my browser and refresh again, so we have got our okay, the alert box back. So this is how jQuery works. This is the basic code that we have to do in jQuery. So whatever you want to code into jQuery must be included into this $document.ready function, and I'll discuss document.ready function in detail in my next tutorial also. So let me take one more example. If I remove this alert box, I'll just comment it out, and if I type here document.write, and inside document.write I'm writing hello, this is inside jQuery statement. Okay, so if I run this again and refresh, so we have got hello, this is inside jQuery statement. So this is the basic code that we have just done. So whether it is an alert box or document.ready method, both of them are going to execute when our document have ready. So I think this is enough for this tutorial for now. So this was just the basic tutorial how to download and install jQuery, and in my next tutorial I will discuss about how to really start coding with jQuery, or how to fire some events using jQuery. So thanks for watching.